live in my robe for a nice booze bake. It's the end of the month. So for anybody that's going to have a drink, I have a drink. Woo! I was originally going to watch the original version of Dreamgirls, which has been uploaded a couple times on YouTube. But I felt like some of the quality wasn't, like the sound quality could be better. So we could do viewer's choice today. We were gonna watch Kiss the Girls, but we never watched that because we watched Alex Cross. But I know some people didn't want to watch that, so I do also want to throw out there something kind of like Dreamgirls adjacent. I still have not seen Cadillac Records. So if you guys wanted Cadillac Records, I wouldn't be opposed to Cadillac Records or other suggestions for today's live stream, especially because it's the last Sunday of the month. So hi Michelle's daughter, hi Vanity, hi Kimberly Frazier, hi Alexia, hi Chris. Late getting to the gym, so I'll have to be boozing after now. I'm doing good. How are you, Alexia? Hi Alexandra. Hi KK. Listening while I work. Cadillac Records sounds good. I could probably find that one somewhere. Let's see. I still have never seen it. I was thinking of stuff that I've never seen. Yeah, I have Hulu. Is it on there? Minimize. How are you doing? You doing good? How was everyone's February? It's the last day of the month. How was everyone's February? How was everybody's Black History Month? Let's see, Cadillac Records. But you guys can also feel free to make some other suggestions. It's up to you. Yeah, I'm going to watch Respect with Jennifer Hudson. Why would I not watch it? Hell yeah, I'm going to watch it. I have the Stars package to watch it on Hulu. Hi Rico. Respect is not out yet. It's not coming out until August. So we talk about something for right now. And I'm not watching or if you're talking about some bootleg or something, I'm not watching no bootleg. I'm going to go spend money on that. We want it to succeed. Let's see. But if anybody else wants to, there we go. I do have Hulu, but I do not have the Stars thing. Do you guys want to watch that U.S. versus Billie Holiday? That comes out in March, doesn't it? Or did it come out already? Oh, maybe it did come out already because some people were talking about it. No, Respect has a release date in August. Hi. The Billie Holiday thing? Yeah. I was like, oh, wait, I think it is out because I saw some people talking about it. It just came out, though, right? Like yesterday or something. Yeah, yesterday, Vanity, right. I mean, I guess if you guys want to watch that, I'm not opposed to watching that, but I was considering doing a review on it. It's hard for me to review things that I watched during a live stream. Hi DC City. Hi Kyrie, how are you doing? There's Rico. My Black History Month was productive and very busy. Good, Kimberly. Hi Jules. Hi Vanity. Hi Queen. Hi Chariot Man Gaming. It's out already. Came out yesterday. Oh, Billie Holiday is on Hulu. Yeah, it came out yesterday. Hi Brooke. So Cadillac Records is an option. What is it? The United States versus Billie Holiday. That's an option. But if I watch that, I probably won't be able to review it. So if you guys want a review for that, maybe Cadillac Records might be better. But if you guys don't care about a review, then we could watch that. Because I have to like pay attention and take notes and stuff if it's something I'm going to review. Because that's normally how I do it. You said you're still debating? I saw you say that in Discord, Queen. Why are you debating? What are you debating on? Does anybody else have a debate on if they want to watch the Billie Holiday movie? I don't know very much about it. Brooke, I want that review, so Cadillac Records for me. Hi, Kylo. Seems like it's between Cadillac Records and the U.S. versus Billie Holiday, which is interesting because those are kind of like similar, right? You want a review? Oh, because it's from Lee Daniels. Yeah. I didn't watch The Butler. That's what the other one was. Lee Daniels does seem to have a little bit of a hard-on for like black struggle, but who doesn't these days, right? It's kind of like the hot shit. What other movies has Lee Daniels done? The only thing I can think of is The Butler right now. Give me another one. The girls are not happy about the Billie Holiday movie. Why not? Ooh, see, so I think I vote for fucking Cadillac Records so that I can do a review. There's Brett. Whoop. Oh, I don't know if we've watched that, Jules. I don't know if people want to watch that. Hi, Chris. I want that review. So Cadillac Records for me. There's Kylo. Kyrie doing well. Getting closer to the bone marrow transplant by the end of the week. Ooh, that's painful probably. I'm glad they're doing well though, Kyrie. Vanity, I would like a review. It's from Lee Daniels. I don't trust Lee. The girls are not happy. Yeah, we're rooting for you, Kyrie. I did not watch Antebellum. Was that Lee Daniels with Janelle Monáe? I did not watch it. Number one, I didn't like the fact that it looked like a ripoff of Octavia Butler. I don't know if it was or wasn't, but I'm like, it looked like it to me, and I didn't feel like people were talking enough about Octavia Butler in that whole conversation. But I also heard that just the movie was weird, and Janelle Monáe's kind of weird, like with her racial ideology. I don't know. The whole movie gave me heebie-jeebies. Niggas give me heebie-jeebies. I was like, I don't know. This is making my little coon. I'm not calling Janelle Monáe a coon, but I felt like the movie was making my coon sense tingle, so I just stayed away from it. Lee Daniels didn't do Antebellum. Yes, Savannah, it's Billie Holiday or Cadillac Records. But I think it seems like we're leaning towards Cadillac Records because people want a review of the Billie Holiday. It's been Daniels' interviews that just left a bad taste in my mouth. He co-wrote that Shadowboxing movie too. I have not seen Cadillac Records. I haven't watched it. I've never seen it. Hi, Nova. Antebellum was from two men, one not being Daniels. Antebellum was trash. Raise the Crandall Girl was bad. Jules didn't get panned. I didn't see it. Did any of y'all see it? People did say it was bad. Cadillac Records is good. Beyonce. Oh, look, I'm about to do the same thing. My thing not plugged in. My headphones not plugged in. Plug those in. Beyonce's best performance, in my opinion. I read the synopsis on Antebellum, and it did not give what they thought it gave. I know she was, like, traveling through time. Oh, I didn't know Jeffrey Wright was in Antebellum. Antebellum. I didn't know Jeffrey Wright was in Cadillac Records. Let me see. Cadillac Records. Antebellum was big trash. Hi, Deb the Wise. Lee Daniels seems to have a complex with black women, but writes about them often. Okay, give me some more Lee Daniels stuff, y'all. I'm drawing a blank. Every time I think of Janelle, I think of when she told us to stop getting Popeyes and go vote. Yeah, like Janelle's weird about race stuff. She's weird about race stuff, which is kind of interesting. She's weird about racial issues, I try not to hold it against her though, because like I don't think she's a coon. She's just weird about race stuff. She just definitely serves, talented 10th, talented 10th Negro. Which, oh fuck, motherfucker. No, I didn't mean to click that. Which a lot of like black people and especially black Americans, like a lot of do still have like that type of mindset of, like I'm the chosen one. Kendrick Lamar. Like, I'm the chosen one to, like, tell the niggas all about themselves type shit. And it's like, nobody needs that. I need some new headphones. The situation is becoming dire. These headphones are being held together by tape and dreams, but they're my favorite kind. I don't want to get a new pair. Look at this tape. They still work. Okay. Where was I? Hi, Davey. Where was I? Cadillac Records. Okay, Cadillac Records. Antebellum was weird, and my biggest issue with it was promoted like straight up horror, sci-fi type of movie, and when you watch it, you get something else entirely. No, we've never watched Cadillac Records. Raise your cradle, girl. I've never seen it. You've been watching it? So we were gonna watch A Woman Called Moses. That is also still on the list. Somebody just did super chat. Thank you, whoever that was. Why don't I have a sticker for it? There goes the sticker. Mary. It is Mary. Thank you, Mary. I'm not a robot. Oh, man. I don't want to click on these. I just wanted to play. Let's see if I can get one. Is this one going to play? Oh, motherfucker. It's not. I'm looking for a link for Cadillac Records. Every time I just think, got me a Cadillac, Cadillac, Cadillac. Thank you, Mary. I've been watching Cicely Tyson's Harriet on Amazon. It's nice. I saw Antebellum. It was horrible. Lee Daniels is problematic as fuck, given the horrible things he said about Black women. Oops. There's Davey. Hi. I was watching your pre-release Snyder Cut. I had to. I was like, I have to. And then I watched the IGN live that they had yesterday too, their little fan fest thing with Zach. And I was just like, okay. Because I filmed that video on the 23rd before I even knew that they were going to be doing that IGN live stream with Zach. So watching it, and I read another piece that just came out on Joss Whedon, which I also linked. I linked 3 links in the description box that people should really read for some more like in-depth information on like Zach and like Joss and all the stuff that was going on behind the scenes. When I seen the IGN thing yesterday, I was like, like they was really playing in the fans' faces because they were really trying to make it seem like none of that stuff was going on behind the scenes. Like, they really tried to push that lie that my movie just started. Cadillac Records just started. I just got one to start. They were really trying to push that lie that, like, I paused it. I'm at 18 seconds. I just paused it. So if anybody does want to watch along with Cadillac Records, if you have it at home or if you have a way to watch it, or if you have a link or you want to watch, you guys can. You don't have to, obviously. We're going to chat and stuff. I've never seen this one, so I'm at 18 seconds. I found a link that works. So I paused it there. I'll start it again in a couple minutes. So I just wanted to say that, yeah, they really try to push that lie of like, and Zach handpicked Joss to come in, and now it was like confirmed that like that was false. Like lies, like it was so many lies. 2016, 17, 18, it was so many lies. They was just really lying to the fans and playing in our fucking faces with everything that was going on. And so like it really is like to finally see the truth coming out and the fans being vindicated. Like, those of you guys that followed me on Twitter around those times before I got banned, you guys know, like, my Twitter handle was literally Academy Award-winning Suicide Squad. Like, people was furious. Like, the arguments back then and now, come to find out, everything we were saying back then when we were being called all those names was all true. I even have literature on it. I wrote about it for Krypton Radio, which is now known as Sci-Fi Radio. I wrote about it over there in like 2017, 18. I wrote about it over at Nylon Magazine, like 2017, 18. And now here we are, 2021, and everything that we were saying back then was true. It is hilarious to me. It really is. So I just can't wait for the Snyder Cut to come out. Like, I really can't. Let me look at a few more of these comments before I start. I'm going to be watching Cadillac Records. For anybody that wants to watch along, don't have to. It is the last Sunday of the month, so I'm going to be drinking. I've never seen this before, so it'll be my first time watching. Oh, Lee Daniels did Precious. Yeah, I see you guys said Precious. Precious, right. He also helped write Monsters Ball. Lee Daniels is like Tyler Perry, got a complex. Hi, Nicole. Antebellum wasn't time travel at all. It was just stupid. Antebellum is free on Hulu. You were the chosen one, Obi-Wan voice. Those headphones are on their last legs. Hi, Cam Powhatan. Has anyone seen Bad Hair? Didn't that also get panned? Oh, the hair horror movie? Stupid. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Wow. No, I have not seen Cadillac Records. No, this would be my first time. I feel like since Jordan Peele did Get Out, everyone and their mom has been trying to recreate it. Yep, I totally agree, Brooke. All these horror thriller movies based on racism just started to get thrown at us. I'm over it. Yes, Cadillac Records with Beyonce, Nicole. Cadillac Records. Cadillac Records. Cadillac Records. Hi, Kakashi Cowboy. I've never seen it. I do really like Cadillac Records. I actually like Beyonce's performance in it, and I'll be the first person to tell you, I don't think she can act at all. Lee be tripping. Back then, they were anti-Zack Snyder. Why aren't more actors back in Ray Fisher? Said Razy Cranium Girl. I think it's because people are scared. I think more people will back him now that Charisma Carpenter and Michelle Trachtenberg and Sarah Michelle Gellar came out and said something, because, like, you know, now a white person has said something, now a white woman has said something. So now these accusations have more legitimacy because of, you know, anti-Black racism. When Ray Fisher was saying it, nobody wanted to believe him. But now that these white girls have came out and confirmed that the sets were, in fact, abusive, I think now we'll probably see some more people backing it and talking about it and talking about Joss. You know, now we're getting all these profiles of Joss and his career and how he's a piece of shit because, like, now these white girls have said something. So maybe we'll now see some more people come out in support of Ray Fisher publicly, but I think people were scared to say anything because Ray Fisher is talking about big dogs in the industry, executives, directors. People were scared, which is not an excuse. Like, I'm not saying that that's fine. And, like, it's definitely racism. Like, when the Black person says something, nobody listened, but now these white girls have came out and said something. Now it's like front page, you know, news and shit. So, you know, that's why I was like, y'all know I hate talking about white people, but Ray Fisher's involved, and there is like a race element to it as well. Like, even the whole thing of them being like, I don't understand what's the problem with Ray Fisher not wanting to be like booyah and da-da-da-da-da. Like, that's like the standard catchphrase for Cyborg. Like, number one, a lot of the writing for Cyborg was racist from jump. Like, come on, you guys know what he means. Like, you guys know what he means. Look at what Joss did to Charisma. I understand why people were scared, but I still don't like it. Is this the first time Charisma herself spoke about her treatment with him? Because I swear she mentioned something before about what happened to Cordelia. Yeah, she did. That's why I said in my video that it's been an open secret for years. Like, his wife said something years ago, 2017, 2018. People have been saying for years that, like, Joss is abusive. And, like, he's abusive on set. He's abusive in his personal life. Like, he's one of these, like, men that likes to, like, run through female fans. Like, he's the stereotypical, you know, I was a nerd when I was younger, and now, you know, back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me, and so I'm gonna treat women, you know, like that nice guy misogyny. Like, I'm gonna treat women a certain type of way because my whole life as a nerd, and right, he is Xander is him, yeah, like, and I'm gonna treat women a certain type of way now, but I'm gonna hide behind Buffy and all of that and make it seem like I'm this awesome person for women, when really I'm a piece of shit towards women, and I actually hate women, and I hate when women get pregnant, and I hate when women don't do what I want. And I hate when women don't follow my plan for them and what I wrote them to do. So I'm gonna fucking fuck with them and I'm gonna kill them off my shows. I'm gonna have them be raped and tortured. And in my real life, I'm gonna treat my fans like shit. I'm gonna treat my wife like shit. But I did Buffy, so I'm a feminist and like nobody's allowed to call me out. And I'm also gonna be a casual racist that nobody's gonna be allowed to call out either. Like that's what happened. Like that's what happened. That's what happened. But if you tried to say this 5 years ago, that shit was gonna fall on deaf ears and nobody was gonna listen and everybody was gonna say you was just mad and hating because DC's doing bad and Marvel's doing good. We're like, no, that's not the gaslighting. Like the gaslighting at that time was off the chain. Like the gaslighting at that time on the internet was a lot. Like it was so much. I'm gonna get ready to press play and then we can continue on this conversation. Play. I'm at 20 seconds, 18 to 20 seconds. So I'm starting Cadillac Records. Never saw it. It's my first time. It's a little loud. Let me go back and look at some of these comments. Oh, I didn't know this was one of these Parkwood pictures. So she produced this too. People are like Black horror cinema's in its prime. It's having a renaissance. And I'm like, well, right. Like, is it a renaissance if we're all just copying Jordan Peele? Yeah, I've not seen not 1 minute of this movie at all. Not even from this opening, nothing. Dun, 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 dun. Hi, Olivia. Speaking of DC, why are folks acting like DC is a flop? They out here slandering DC in the name of Marvel. That's what they always love to do. Because they can't handle the fact that all their favorite characters are really based off the original DC characters. They can only make super coon movies for the public. Jordan Peele got some sons. I will see a movie and think it's him when it's not. It's just ripoffs. Bad Hair was ridiculous. I can't lie and say it wasn't entertaining to watch, but the message it was trying to preach, I'm tired of it. This convo about black women and hair, it's old. Yeah, bruh. I think Cadillac Records is Beyonce's second best acting performance. Dina in Dreamgirls was her first. Okay, so I'm 2 minutes in, just watching. Hi, Naomi. Okay, Cedric. This here audio record, and it's making me want to watch Kingdom Come. Oh yeah, executive producer Beyonce knows. Kyrie, booyah! Oh, they started with the history. Okay, they started with the history. Okay. Joss is trash. He is Xander. He's so gross. I believe the woman who played Tara from Buffy said something too. Yeah, she did. Vanity, I get exactly what you mean. Sharecropper from Mississippi. Look at them singing in the fields. As an Angel fan, we all know about the awkwardness of the handling of Cordelia on Angel. He put her in a coma, brought her back for one episode in the last season. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like an open secret, especially if you follow, like if you've been a fan of some of these movies and TV shows and these artists, like people knew, they just never took it serious. He's a textbook misogynist. That's why he wrote Angelus so well. Xander also sucks as a good guy. The gaslight was turned on. This might sound weird to say, but the men who are always so extra when it comes to calling themselves feminists always look at sideways like, what's wrong with you? What are you hiding? Look at Adrian. Buffy always was in like the most toxic ass relationships ever, where we were supposed to be rooting for her to finally see what was missing in what she was missing in Xander. Xander was annoying. Yes, the profile that I was reading about Joss yesterday, which like I said, I included in the links in my description box in my video. They were talking about that as well. Like Joss had this like, again, like he has this reputation for creating these like strong women characters that he then tortures them. He puts them in relationships where like horrible things happen. Like he like beats down his quote unquote strong women. He like beats them down to like show us how strong and empowered they are. You know, it's kind of like you get it in on one level, but on another level, it's like, but do you really like strong women? Because you're kind of ruining their lives repeatedly. It's like you're punishing them. I remember for Firefly, he asked another actress to be Inara before Morena, and he knew it wasn't going to work out. He shot the scene in a way he could cut her out later. I heard that the original main plot for season 2, before they canceled Firefly, I never knew this. The original plot for season 2 was going to be Inara getting gang raped by Reapers. Like, that's why we didn't get a season 2. Like that's why we didn't get a season 2 of Firefly. They were like, what is this? He was like, yeah, it's really dark. I know I want to go in a dark direction. He wanted to have Inara drink a fucking potion or something that gave her a death poison pussy. And he was gonna have the Reapers gang rape her, and that was gonna be how she killed all of them. And that was gonna be like her strong empowerment story. Like, does this man really like women? Are these really strong empowerment stories? Yeah, you're right around the same place as me, Olivia. I'm at 623. Look at young Jeffrey Wright. Look, it doesn't even look like him. I never see him with hair. I'm at 633. That's what it sounds like, huh? He was foreshadowing it with that weird syringe scene when the Reavers flew past in the first episode. Yes, he said that he always planned for that to be season 2. That's how Inara and Mal end up together, is that she gets gang raped. And he like takes care of her. And then like over the course of season 2, like their actual romance like grows. And that was gonna also be how he like gets more respect for her. Despite the fact that like she's a courtesan or whatever. So I was like, you know what? It was God's plan that we only got one season. God's plan. God's plan. I wonder, is this Jeffrey Wright like really playing this guitar? It looks like him. Oh, who's that? Super chat. Alexis, thank you. The pairs, keep it up. You couldn't get yourself hurried. Don't nobody want to hear that sharecropper music. Take that shit back down there to Mississippi. Shut up, you uppity Negro. You're disturbing the peace. He's just playing his little blues. Why is everybody hating on my man so hard? Gabrielle Union. Yeah, I never saw this, y'all. My aunt loves Cadillac Records and she hates Beyonce, so I suppose B did well. Makes me want to watch some Johnson Family Vacation. Had anyone heard of Little Walter before this film? As a former MCU fan, it's getting very boring, very bad. Marvel is overrated, it's just popular. He brought Cordelia back that one episode, only for her to say bye to Angel. And only Angel, and then she just faded away. He would have Angela saying the foulest shit to Buffy, the hero of the show. There's a strange parallel in making our hair as Black women nefarious in the subject of horror. That's an interesting point, Queen, too. Very interesting point you just made. Come on, ads. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, she's talking about how she felt when he plays music. She all out this window. I understand Marvel is in the class of super grossing $1 billion movies, but they're just not good. Oh, look, there he go riffing. He better riff on the electric guitar. Hi, Hush 420. He better riff. I always thought it didn't even align with Buffy's character to be friends with Xander. Hi, Aquarius. Oh, time check. He's playing the electric guitar and they feeling it now. 9:38. And the Avengers are terrible heroes. They save no one and nothing. He owns a club. I knew about that Firefly shit. Yes, Nicole. Yes. Gang rape. Punishment on women is them getting sexually assaulted. Now that you mention it, Joss killed off Lila, Fred, Darla, and Cordelia, all the female leads. Yeah, that would have been disturbing. Oh, she's a record producer. I love Jeffrey Wright. Clearly, Joss doesn't fuck with women like that. Well, it's a good thing Firefly got canceled. Exactly. There goes Alexis. Super chat. Thank you. I really want to see the relationship between Cyborg Victor and Billy Shazam, like in the cartoons. It would be so cool to see Ray Fisher and what's his name? Shazam. Everyone, say my name! Billy! That shit was hilarious. I still randomly be in my house. Billy! Megan Good popped up too in that one, which I wasn't expecting. Lil Walter, that's it. That's all of it. Jeffrey's a phenomenal actor. Yes, everybody's in this. Why did it have to be like that? I mean, I'm all for women using their sexuality to punish bad men, but like that? There's so many folks in this. Yes, I was surprised. I was like, Gabrielle Union. I forgot Gabrielle Union was in this. Watching this while drinking and embroidering. Pretty good Sunday. Very nice Sunday. Oh, look. He about to put them to shame. They about to get it. Harmonica and electric guitar. Hey! It's getting wild. It's getting wild out here on this street corner. Look at Columbus. He's looking like, I don't know what that is. But okay. It got intense. It got hectic. Jeffrey winked at him. Your daddy sure can cook, huh? Good for you, Walter. He don't drink. I is the bad guy. Why you got a gun? Yes, they were just staring. Turning up the block. Columbus in this lace front. They killing it. Where are you going with that? He said, follow me now. You follow this guitar, son. Son? Don't you ever be calling me no son, okay? Nah, boy, what you need is a mama. Ooh. Oh, yeah, he did say he's only 17, right? Oh, she took the gun from him, too. And put it up. Yeah, I've heard of Lil Walter before this. Jeffrey Wright's like, he fits me. I like him. His little rough and tumble self. The All-Star Trio. Hi, Ori. I've only ever seen this film twice. That was back in like 2011. He was like, no, the name I say to turn into this guy. Get your own gig, motherfucker. Damn, they just ran up on stage and took their gig. That's messed up. They really just came in and started playing. Damn. I've never seen this movie, you guys. I didn't know that it was about this either. I didn't really know what it was about. Oh shit, he shot him. He shot him. I told you never to be calling me that. Hi, Bree. I'm watching Cadillac Records. He a hothead. He a real hothead. Yes, we know you'll shoot it up. That's the problem. I don't want you to go to jail. I'm 15 minutes in. 15. Oh, yeah, he's off the chain. He's off the chain. He's off the chain. He's like Michael K. Williams in Bessie. He's off the chain. He must listen to Lil Durk acting like this. Sorry about the damage, boss. It's a damn shame, boss. Is Adrian like a Jew in this? Does he have a name? Sorry, I haven't caught it yet. Like the James Brown film. Reminds me of the film Teeth, about the white woman that had literal teeth in her vagina. And depending on whether or not she trusted the guy, they'd be allowed to keep their manhood, so to speak. I remember that movie. Columbus did great in this movie, too. Still need to watch that film. Teeth. Stop talking to me like I'm a damn plantation owner, because he was calling him boss. The Jerry curls are taking me out right now. Hi, Bree. No sub, boss. I'm lit. I just got some Popeyes. Really, Olivia? Oh, we gotta talk. I didn't know that. Screenshot. Teeth was my fave in high school, not the gun out. I'm watching Cadillac Records. I'm right about 17 minutes. Adrian is asking him to record. It's a few storylines. Yeah, Olivia, that's really cool. We just came here to play some music and steal a gig, that's all, not shoot up the place. Columbus Short's character is the wild card. That's Lil Durk granddad. Yeah, okay. Adrian's character is Jewish. You know, he's Jewish in real life, right? Wow, that's amazing, Olivia. Yeah, he's a Jewish guy that started Chess Records. Apparently, Matt Dillon was going to play chess at first, but it ended up being Adrian. Well, nobody likes Matt Dillon, so that was a good choice, whoever made that call. I like Adrian. He's all right. He's been in some movies I like. I hate Matt Dillon. I won't watch anything with him in it. Ooh, he gave her a rat. He gave her a rat fur to put around her neck. I mean, I know what type of fur it is, but I never liked it got the little things hanging off. It's a mink. I think it was like a mink stole, because that's the way the mink animals look. They like left the little legs on. I don't want this rat around my neck. Please take it back. Look like a ferret. Holly Springs, Mississippi. Oh, look at the sharecroppers in the fields. I don't know how I miss, like all these like I feel like these music movies had a little run, and I missed a bunch of them. in like the early 2000s. Because, you know, I didn't see this one. I didn't see the James Brown movie with Chadwick, which we watched. It was my first time. I've always wondered, do they like really smoke real cigarettes or do they make like fake cigarettes? Because like if I was in a movie and they were like, if you smoke the cigarette, I'd be like, I don't want to. It's fake. It's a fake scene, and this cigarette will give me real lung cancer. Oh, that's definitely Egger suit. This is like SVU Egger suit days. They make fake ones. They make fake cigarettes and fake drugs. Herbal. Hi, Sketchnificent. Yes, we know, redhead. Race music right out of Chicago. Olivia, you should come be on the Black Americans. Yes, Adrian was the science guy in Splice, Nicole. Yes, he was. That's not one of the ones that I liked that he was in. We've been watching a lot of music history movies. Vincent. I've always wondered that too. They make fake ones. Looks fake. They're sketchnificent. You can also tell when the actor isn't inhaling. And that's what I always think. Every time I see him or someone says Vincent, I'd be like, oh, right, it's Edgar suit. It's just like embedded in my brain, fucking Men in Black. Ooh, they heard you on the radio. Oh, it's a white man in there. We'll see you later. I was like, we don't know about that. We don't know about this white man. Not in they under things. None of they slips dancing. Okay. Okay. That's what I think. Every time I say okay, I hear a little Wiz Khalifa voice in my head going, okay. Who's Anya Taylor-Joy? I think it's a studio health hazard to smoke inside. Those are fake. He not trying to cheat on his white wife. I'm married. Look at these waves, these finger waves in Jeffrey Wright's hair. When I was in a play, we had one of the actors use a fake cigarette, but that was for the stage. Yep, Edgar suit. Yes, I would love to have you, Olivia. Yes, we should do it. I'm pretty sure you've emailed me. I have your email. So I'll email you about it. Whoops. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, look at this scarf on Jeffrey Wright's head. Who tied this scarf? I'm at 2222. Is this him singing for real? I love Jeffrey Wright. This is just like really made my love grow. And I already fucked with Jeffrey Wright. He's from DC. Hi, Kaylin. Thank you. Super chat. Jeffrey Wright probably tied this scarf himself. He got the scarf on because these finger waves need some protection. Hi, Lisa. Jeffrey Wright is so good. Bring that scarf trim back. I'm about to try that. Them waves are sitting. That's probably his own scarf. And Jeffrey Wright is going to be Commissioner Gordon in the Robert Pattinson Batman film. I can't wait. I'm so waiting for this movie. Like, I'm so hyped for this movie to come out. I really like Matt Reeves. Oh, Adrian wants to be one of the good whites. That's why he doesn't like when they call him boss and stuff. And he's like, don't talk to me like no plantation owner. He wants to be seen as like one of the good. I'm one of the good whites. I would have voted for Barack Obama for a third term. Look at this shiplap. Jeffrey did his own singing in this film. Like, come on. He signed it now. You signed something. I wouldn't have signed that. Splice, gag. They were all smiles, so they saw this white man. Yes! I'm gonna screenshot again, Olivia. Oh, they're playing him on the radio. Look at him sitting in the bathtub with the shower cap on. Muddy Waters, I Can't Be Satisfied. 3,000 singles sold out. Oh, she's a nurse. Those are don't, not a real cigarette. Even the actors that are smokers in real life are made to smoke the fake ones. They're props. Yes, he was also in the cell. They slip dance and all this sweat. Sells my movie, them finger waves. Oh, I don't think that's her. The weird looking white girl. She got a weird face. No, I have not seen Jeffrey Wright's Basquiat movie, G-Pie. Them waves are sitting. I could surf on those waves. He's from DC. That makes sense. Ooh, Queen. Literally was such a big issue at this time. He can't read, but sign those papers. He Wanna Be Down. I haven't watched Lackawanna Blues yet either. Or, I've seen it, but not since I was very young. Too young probably to be watching it. I believe they all did their own singing. The Bonnet. Hi, Nikki. I remember learning from the movie 13 that because the two main girls in the movie were so young, they couldn't really smoke cigarettes, so they gave them fake cigarettes filled with catnip. Wow, yeah, that's definitely wild. We'll definitely have a chat, Olivia. Absolutely. Woo! Yes, look at them recording. Hold on, don't cut it. It sounds good. White people don't know shit. That's how I knew he was Jewish, because other kinds of white people need Jews to interpret things for them. Look at his pinky ring. So this is Jeffrey Wright singing right here? Look at his little face. They're killing it. Yes, his Basquiat is great. Walter got a record. Let's lay it down. Oh, I just noticed he got a silver tooth in the front. Yes, he looks super young. Lackawanna Blues. If they're being real, isn't that how they got a lot of black artists? Gave them enough nice crumbs to make them think they were one of the good ones to gain their trust. Oh, look, they got Lil Walter on there too now. Yes, the scarf again. His Basquiat was so good. I think that was the first time I saw him. Lackawanna Blues is the movie. Jeffrey was also Flames in that film. I used to love Lackawanna Blues as a youngster. I need to rewatch as an adult. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Like I remember like watching it as a kid, but not. I remember very little about it as a grown up. They know how to steal ownership of black talent. I'm at 2850. And I talked about that in my Ma Rainey review as well. Like that's something that people really don't like to talk about, like this relationship between like Jews and black people and like the role that they played. Nobody likes to talk about it. Nobody want to talk about it. But it's interesting they show it in these movies. They don't shy away from it in these movies and these plays, which is kind of interesting. I wonder what makes it more appropriate or acceptable to put it in one of these to put it in these movies and these plays than to talk about it. Okay, this is like a classic right here. The one that they're playing. He was bad to the bone. This narration is really interesting that they have Cedric narrating. That's my little Walter song, my babe. Oh, right. You asked for a time check, Jules. I'm at 30:15. Sorry, I got distracted. Alexia and I'm over here dancing. Lackawanna Blues is so good. Oh, it's on YouTube? Brooke, can you post that in Discord? We need to talk more about it. I'm actually almost done reading Ma Rainey the play. Maybe it's more acceptable in movies because movies give the illusion of make believe. You could be better than Superman. And that was a strong feeling for a black man in the 50s. This is well, let me hold on. It's only acceptable in historic biopics. Mention that stuff here and now. People got problems. Yeah. This is kind of like some of this narration is like making me think about the conversations we've been having about people getting corrupted by power. You know, once you start feeling like you got a little hold over people. He definitely grew out the pompadour. It's definitely a pompadour now. It's not finger waves. It's a pomp. It's a full-on pomp. This sweat. He was, Jules. He really was. He really was for real. Like, it wasn't a joke. Doo-wops and hooligans. Like, it was a thing. And then it became New Jack Swing and Bobby Brown. There was a little Prince era in there. Like, cosplay. Uh-oh. Wow. I was in my groove. Now I can't even find my shit. Look, he's hurt. Look at him crying. I mean, she was your mom. You could feel bad, right? Like, you could feel bad about it. It's okay. It's nuts how invested the artists are in these brands. Like the alcohol brands and in Cadillac. Yeah. Cedric should be allowed to do more voice acting work. I'm watching Cadillac Records. I'm at about 33:25. Plus, the biopic makes the manager look like a good guy. That's true. I think Lackawanna Blues was the first time I ever saw Terrence Howard in a film. Either that or Their Eyes Were Watching God. Yeah, time check. I'm at 33:50 now. Columbus Short is wild in real life. I've heard the stories. He's a raging alcoholic. I hope he, so, I mean, I hope he, it seems like he's gotten a bit of a handle on it because it was ruining his life. Oh, this is definitely him singing. It sounds like him. I didn't know Columbus Short sang, but this is definitely him. Okay. Oh my God. Please get this engineer out of here. He's getting on my fucking nerves. We can't do the recording if he's going to hold the mic like that. Shut the hell up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, I just did something. I just did something. I just did something. What just happened? I just did something. I don't know what happened, but I listened to the chat, but it looks like it's back. Lil Walter and the motherfucking Jukes, huh? Which one of you motherfuckers is Lil Walter? He said, I am, fool. Oh my gosh, he killed him. Walter! Oh, I paused for a second. I wasn't expecting that. Yes. He keeps the pole on him for real. Like, this man is the equivalent of, like, I will get the strap. Look, you see what he just said. Like, we were hooked. We got hooked. No chill. Out of control. Oh, what was that? Sorry. Oh, look, he got Gabrielle Union a nice necklace. Oh, he getting all his bitches nice things, huh? He giving out fur coats. He giving out jewelry. Really? In the restaurant? I missed the Prince comment. Where's the Prince comment? Why don't I see the Prince comment? I just see y'all talking about Prince. But I don't see the Prince comment. That's my little Walter song, my babe. He's a mannish boy. Walter is a mannish boy. Welcome to Cadillac Records. Why? I missed it. What was the Prince comment? I missed the Prince comment. It was at Madison Square Garden. I was in the building. It's on YouTube. Was laughing my ass off. Shut up, Walking Dead. Yeah, he's a killjoy. There's Rico. Crazy drunk ass. This name got no chill. It's crazy they do not play that shit at all. Yeah, Crying Wolf just showed up. Razy Random Girl. That pink Cadillac was nice. The stories I've heard are wild. Even the funeral was crazy. Motherfucker think he goddamn John Wayne. Bro, I got something for all of them. Oh, okay. I was like, what? Why don't I see it? Yes, you saw that, Nicole. I was like, damn, at the restaurant? Okay, I see Vanity. Yeah, Columbus Short did get blacklisted because he was a raging drunk. Like, he was out of control on set. Like, he was a notorious alcoholic with anger issues. It seems like he's gotten himself together a little bit more now, but I don't know if I would consider that getting black. I don't know if you guys would call that getting blacklisted, but maybe. But, you know, people didn't want to work with him because he would get drunk and act a fool. Time check, 39:03. Yes, that's why his character was killed off Scandal, because he would get drunk and act a fucking fool on set. Oh, a woman came by today. She said she's yours. Ooh, came to the house. Oh, dropped off a baby. Wow. Yes, just drop the baby off. Like, this baby yours. I can't take care of her anymore. So you and your wife gonna have to figure this out. Gabrielle Union is an underrated actress. Look at her face. She's acting. Okay, Gabby, you better act. You better act, Gabby. And he's still out here doing it. Oh no, that's like the flashback to showing it. Damn. So Gabby's like, well, I guess we gotta take care of this baby. She's gonna need milk. Yeah, go ahead and get the milk, because now we gotta raise this baby. Wow. Hi, John. Yeah, that's why Columbus' character was killed off Scandal. It started going downhill with Columbus and How to Get Away with Murder. His career went down faster than that woman at the restaurant after he got cut from Scandal. Yeah, he was a drunk, like an out-of-control drunk, just like a raging alcoholic. What woman was Columbus dating? I forgot who it was, but I remember she posted a video after they got into a fight. She was roasting his ass, and he was just sitting there. And Gabrielle Union they just dropped the baby off, and Gabrielle Union just took the baby. Yeah, I know he was like dating some dancer, and I mean, it's sad. It's sad when people, can't get a handle on their substance abuse. And I also kind of feel like alcoholism, I feel like we've talked about this during live streams too before. I kind of feel like alcoholism is like a little bit accepted. It's like sort of acceptable to be an alcoholic. It's not acceptable to be, a cokehead, sniffing lines in front of people or shooting up in front of people. That's not acceptable in the same way as being a drunk is. And I also feel like I had a feeling this was going to happen. And I also feel like a lot of people look the other way as people like spiral. Because it's just like, oh, they just like to have a drink. They just like to have a drink. They just like to have a drink. It's a difference between like you just like to have a drink and you're an alcoholic and a raging alcoholic that has out of control behavioral problems at work. But yeah, like drinking is normalized. My coworkers and I used to day drink at work, and it was completely acceptable. Alcoholism is super normalized in America. Yeah, as I drink during Booze Big. But like I try to I have a fear of alcoholism because it seems just so normalized. Oh, that's the deep. That's the deal. That's why she accepts the other women, and that's why she accepted this baby, because she can't have kids. Hi, Marcus. So she felt like, he has a right. No, he doesn't have a right. I know there's people that feel that way, but like, no, he doesn't have a right. He looking like, what was going on up in here? And Gabrielle Union just took the baby. Well, it beats dropping the child off at the fire station. That was a great frame. I mean, her breasts were breasting. Bob Marley's side pieces used to drop babies off to Rita back in the day, too. Man, the things that our great-grandmothers had to put up with. I don't know if I would do that unless I knew my husband did have a kid. Rita had side children, too. Superhead, that's who Columbus was dating. Oh, now they go fighting. Praise Gabrielle Union character for taking the baby in as her own. That takes a lot. Oh, yeah, somebody else says Superhead is who he dated, Corinne Steffens. He was married, too. Co-workers and I used to day drink at work. It was completely acceptable. Alcoholism is super normalized in America. That kid from Raven tried to make Coke acceptable. It's not. It's because alcohol is legal and capitalism can make a profit. Facts. There's a difference between having a drink in moderation and being a straight up alcoholic. Alcohol could be a drug too, depending on the person. Exactly. So my paternal grandfather, was an alcoholic. I never met him. He died when my father was a child. He basically drank himself to death. Liver gave out. Like, he was like addicted. Like, but we don't really think about alcohol in that same type of way. Okay. I'm the band leader. This damn gun. Columbus Short and his gun. That's a big motherfucker right there. There was rumors. Now, that was never confirmed, Brooke. I was thinking about that when we started talking about it, but I wasn't going to say it because that was just a rumor. I don't know. I feel like that was a rumor. There was rumors that Columbus Short was dating Britney Spears, but I feel like that was never confirmed. Because Columbus Short is a choreographer. He's like an actor, but he's also a dancer. And he choreographed a couple of Britney's routines and tours. Like, he was one of her main choreographers for a while. And they was hanging out. I don't know if they was ever really dating. And the media coverage of Britney Spears, it's hard to trust the media coverage of Britney Spears. Like, it's really hard to trust the media coverage of Britney Spears. But they were good friends. The big bad wolf. Every time I see this actor playing Jimmy Wolf, I think about him on that HBO show about the men's prison Oz. No, I haven't seen the documentary yet on Britney, but I'm going to watch it. Whoops. Howling at the Moon. What was going on up in here? Nothing different from what you would do. Gabrielle had to have felt that scene, having dealt with infertility in real life. Yeah, like, she was really crying. Exactly, Jules. Didn't Columbus choreograph Britney's Onyx Hotel tour? Yeah, he choreographed, I want to say, a couple of her tours. He was her main choreographer for years, and they became really good friends. But at that time, anytime Britney was photographed with anybody, like, she had to be fucking them. Oh, there go Mos Def right there. Okay. Says he's Chuck Berry. How have I not seen this movie? Well, I'm a musician, and my name is Chuck Berry. And I could be whatever you need me to be to play in your fine establishment. Are you a con man, too? Uh, that's who it was, Superhead. I don't know what happened to her. She posted a video on it years ago. What's going on his ass? Side babies always existed, unfortunately. My grandfather was the same, functioning alcoholic his entire life and died when my mom was a kid. Both of your parents don't have good relationships with alcohol now. Jules. Little Walter, as if Hair Trigger was a person. Oh, and then every time I see this actor playing Jimmy Wolf. Yeah, I have not watched Framing Britney, but I'm going to watch it. I love this song, Howling Wolf. I remember him in Oz. I just be so lost. You're right, though, with Britney. It's always a new headline. Ooh! He just called Columbus Short a nigger. You looking at my license now? You got to know that nigger ain't the name my mama gave me. I'm sorry. These motherfuckers can't read. Oh, it's about to get real. I remember Chuck Berry growing up in the 2000s and watching how the media treated Britney was nuts. I really was, Olivia. Ooh! Ooh, I wasn't ready. Had no business being that pretty anyway. Uh-oh, he got the gun. Here they go. He got the gun. That's not good. I don't think this going to end well. It's the scene where they was banging his head. Oh, I thought he pulled the gun on Adrian Broner. I thought he was about to shoot him in the head. I didn't know what was about to happen. This movie's had some twists. It was the part where they was banging his head into the car. It was all this blood. And then he said, I have no business being this pretty anyway. Because that's what we do, right? We just joke our way through everything. And then people be like, man, them Black Americans always roasting and got jokes. It's what we do. I don't know what to tell you. That's how we get through shit. Christopher Columbus is killing this. Find yourself another heart player. Esther, come on, we leaving. Esther's like, peace. Oh, I did say Christopher Columbus. My bad. Columbus Short. I did say Christopher Columbus. My bad. Sorry. I was like into it. Sorry. Columbus Short. Child, they would have had you think Beyonce was the main character in this shit. This movie been on damn near an hour. I haven't seen Beyonce yet. I'm at 52:40. I started that Britney documentary, couldn't finish it. A lot of it is from the point of view of her diehard white fans, and it's hard to take them serious. They're weird. So this movie has a wild cast, Seren. Pa, your girl said she ain't leaving. Ooh! Ooh! These niggas is armed and ready. Y'all know this why they started the NRA. They was like, these niggas got too many guns. We need to like have a association, a white organization. We need to have all these rules and regulations around guns because these niggas is armed and dangerous. True story. You steal from me again, I'll kill you. Howlin' Wolf. Yes, watching Cadillac Records, Marcus. Chuck Berry invented riffs. Here goes the 1950s Popo. Hi, Nova. How are you? Oh, yeah, look, he left his keys. He really left. I would have left too. Like, I just got my ass kicked all across my car by these racist ass cops. I didn't do nothing wrong. Y'all try to tell me I did something wrong. Fuck all y'all. I'm out of here. I remember this Howlin' Wolf song was on Supernatural. Oh, you can hear the audio a little bit? My bad. Oh, look, there go Chuck. Ah, there go the sound right there. There go the sound. This is a little too much like real life. Sound a little country to me. Maybe we'll blues them up. It's good. I don't know what the fuck it is, but we're gonna record it. Rico, joning is a part of our culture. Whenever there's a white cop coming across black folks in a historical film, I always prepare myself for at least a severe beating. He's really driving this. I was like, he's really driving this car around with no doors. He drove it into the building. He's wild. He's wild. He's wild. He's wild. He's wild. Watching Cadillac Records. We laugh to keep from crying. And you rich. Me famous and him rich. I want not my pockets. Columbus should have got nominated. This is nice. This is very nice. That's how you shut everyone up. Oh, some of you might call this race music, but I call it rock and roll. Did he just integrate the airwaves? Didn't they pass stricter gun laws in the 1960s? Yes, because, yes, that's exactly why, Nicole. He treating that man like a slave. Maybelline, Chuck Berry, pop charts. There we go. Everyone and their mama got a stick in this movie. A car with no doors is kind of cool, but dangerous. Isn't a car with no doors a Jeep? Riding along in my automobile. They're really showing the real story. I did not know Cadillac Records was like this. I don't know what I was expecting. Sketchnificent. We like them country. Blues, jazz, rock and roll. That's all us. He playing his past and real life self. One man duck walking across the stage. He's like, oh, it's a white girl on stage. Somebody get her. He really looked like somebody get her now. According to history, Marty McFly invented rock and roll. Thank you. You know, that's my least favorite part of Back to the Future. I get why they put that in there as like a cute little ha-ha. But don't be trying to say no white boy created rock and roll. No, Chuck Berry invented rock and roll. It's not funny. They stay hating on those of us from the South and our music. Most Def is a brilliant performer. All this shit belongs to us and was started here. It is a Jeep. Nova. Riding around in my automobile. I definitely thought Beyonce was like the main character of this movie. I'm really shocked you never saw this. I think I never saw it because I was expecting something else. Number one, I thought this movie was fiction. I knew shit about it. I thought this movie was fiction, and I thought that Beyonce was the main character, and I thought that it was about like a romance between Beyonce and Adrian. I kind of feel like that's the way that this movie was marketed. I guess they figured like Beyonce was like the big name. They had Beyonce in her scenes all over the commercials, and her and Adrian Brody like kissing and stuff. Like that's what I thought it was gonna be about. And like it's literally an hour into the movie, and I have not seen no Beyonce yet or no romance between her and Adrian. Which, if I had known, I probably would have watched the movie a little bit earlier. Yeah, she's on the main poster. She's on the main poster. Hey, look at him dancing. He's getting it. Look at this coat. I'm really shocked you never saw this. The segregated mosh pit. I swear the 90s baby in me wants a Jeep just so I could play that Missy Elliott song. Ha! Beep, beep. Who got the keys to the Jeep? Jeep-I vroom. Top down now, look who it be. It be me, Timothy. Yo, cousin, Marvin. It's not funny with the extended wrists and wine glasses and mood. They needed that Beyonce clout for marketing for the movie. A lot of people thought the movie was about Beyonce. Isn't Beyonce on the main poster? This is nonfiction. These are all true stories. They should have told us it was about Muddy Waters. What hymn are you looking for? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. She's about to come in like 5 more minutes. Right, you thought that too, Kimberly Frazier. I thought that too, which is why I only saw bits and pieces of it. They really made it seem like, oh, there she go right there, yeah. They really made it seem like Beyonce was the main character, and the whole movie was about like her and Adrian Brody having some type of like interracial relationship. And y'all know I don't watch anything with like, I'm not into the interracial shit. I think that's why I never saw it. Don't be looking at me like I ain't wearing no drawers. And I ain't in the mood. This wig. Trashy white heifers. She started singing in the bathroom. Let me turn it down for they be like, Beyonce? Copyright. Where was I? She's about to come in like 5 more minutes. That's how they wanted to sell it to folks for the marketing. I wanted to, and he found her, a woman that could go head to head with his men, Miss Etta James. That car is a nice red. I see the Know Nothing redhead producer is still there. Why aren't you fired? I'm driving to the beach. Top down, loud sound, see my peeps. Give them pounds now, look who it be. Be me, and Timothy. Look like it's about to rain, what a shame. Got the armor all to shine up the stain. Oh, Missy, try to maintain. Damn, he's really talking all this trash to Etta. She gonna slap him. These eyebrows. You guys said that Etta didn't like this portrayal of her. What was her problem with it? This part right here with Beyonce singing in this green dress. This was like the main part of the trailer right here. This was like the song of the trailer. And like her singing and Adrian and this part. Beyonce with this Thanksgiving auntie wig. I thought the movie was going to be an Etta James biopic too. I always thought Cadillac Records was a biopic of Etta. Etta said she had a problem with that too, the romance. She said she never liked that white man. I thought it was an Etta James biopic. Black Americans really made all of the popular music. Yes, we did. Going back to Scott Joplin and Ragtime. Yeah, we literally did. Yes, ma'am. Beyonce with this Thanksgiving auntie wig. People got to the theaters and got a Jeffrey Wright Muddy Waters movie, not a Beyonce Etta James movie. I don't even recall seeing Jeffrey Wright and Mos Def and Columbus Short in the trailer. I really only remember seeing Beyonce and Adrian Brody like kissing. And her performing this song. And her talking about her white father not wanting her or something. Like, terrible marketing. Etta said the movie was inaccurate. She was pissed, but she was most likely hating. This wig is everything. I'd be mad off the wig placement alone. Yeah, this movie was marketed weird. See, like this part right here, where she's like playing pool and like Adrian Brody just walked in. He's like looking at her booty. This part was in the commercial too. Etta James was a great singer. Her voice was so raw, gritty, and authentic. Very gospel-ish. Etta also disliked B singing her song at Obama's inauguration. It kind of is an Etta James bio, too. I wasn't crying over no boyfriend. He said, well, girlfriend, you know, whoever. She wanted Faith Evans to play her and not Beyonce. I feel like Beyonce was too cookie cutter to play Etta. I told myself, I don't want to embarrass him when we meet. I was told Etta James didn't like this portrayal of her, but I never knew why. Beyonce played this role well, though. Right, I never saw Jeffrey Wright in a single trailer for this movie. And he's the main character, basically. Yep. Minnesota Fats, oh, whoa, zoom in. That's happened in a long time. The accidental zoom in. Minnesota Fat is your father. You guys did say Beyonce was cursing. I never even met that motherfucker. I never saw Jeffrey Wright in the trailers I saw. Beyonce did a good job in this movie. First time I heard Beyonce's version of All I Could Do Was Cry. I felt so sad, but kept listening to it on repeat. And I even cried once like I had a man. Faith Evans does have the look. He asked her if she had a girlfriend. What the fuck do you know, white boy? The romance between them was why people criticized the portrayal, from what I remember. This whole movie, he's been talking about how much he loved his wife. And, like, getting shit for his wife and, like, not cheating on his wife and, like, not doing anything with his wife. And, like, now all of a sudden he's, like, all over Etta James. It does seem a little bit like, where did this come from? And especially if that's not what happened in real life. And they just like wrote that in and then made that the selling point of the movie. That would probably annoy the shit out of me too. Like, oh, she just met him. Oh, but the restaurant's closed. Oh, and they won't help her because she's black. He gonna have to order it, look. I guess I gotta be him to get some gin, huh? And I guess that's why she had to meet her father there while the restaurant is clearly closed. Stupid shit. The romance between them was why people criticized the portrayal from what I remember. You know, I think Faith Evans would have done a good job as Etta James. Do these people y'all name and have the vocal ability to play this role? I think Faith Evans has the vocal ability to play this role. Faith would be good. I think so. Faith would be good too. You know they're gonna break this when I leave here, right? Faith would be good too. We like Hood Beyonce. Oh, you don't like any of her versions of Etta songs, Vanity? If she was mad because they put her with a white dude in the movie when she didn't even date him in real life, that's understandable. Yeah, that's what I just said too. Raise your Credit Girl. Like, if they made this up strictly for the movie and they also literally made it the selling point of the movie, which isn't even... And if that's like not even something that happened in real life, and that's not even really what the movie is about, I could see why being mad. There's 30 minutes left in the movie and Beyonce just showed up and they already have her basically on dates with Adrian Brody, who's married and who hasn't showed no interest in anybody this whole movie. Yeah, apparently this isn't what happened in real life. Etta was 16 years old in real life and was not checking for that white man. That didn't happen in real life. She spoke about it before, how that part of the movie was complete fiction. No, that's my song. No, that's the Beach Boys. No, that's my song. Surfing. The white boys and girls surfing. I provided them the soundtrack, unbeknownst to myself. Yes, I'm ready to make more songs for the Beach Boys and all the other men of white folks to steal. Yes, I'm ready. I'm quite ready. I love the sarcasm. Yes, I'm ready. I'm quite ready. Have you heard this? You know what's going on? I too would be upset if they continued to steal my songs and give them to the Beach Boys and the other white boys and girls to enjoy the surfing. I too would not be okay with it. Oh! Don't say anything. Don't say shit. First of all, I didn't transport anyone anywhere. So they also aged Etta James up quite a bit for this movie, is what y'all are telling me. So I can see why she would be upset. Like, they aged her up and they wrote in a false romance with this white man. That didn't happen in real life. She spoke about it before, how that part of the movie was complete fiction. Faith definitely has the chops to play Etta James. Why do they always have to fabricate parts of films and include a black woman and a white man? Yeah, it's like really weird. Faith Evans got plenty vocals for this role. Etta was right like hell. I too would be upset. Who the hell you look like? Who the hell are you? Wow! The Rolling Stone. We're big fans. You're the reason we put our band together. We named ourselves after one of your songs. The Rolling Stones. Everybody know them names, right? But they don't know us, the niggers. The Rolling Stones are burling up the charts with an old Muddy Water standard, and we don't have to pay the niggers a dime. Just how we like it. Oh, you guys know I'll give you a British accent. You know, I'll give you a little Pink Friday. Oh, look, we went to some of the old standbys. He even brought back Lil Walter. Goddamn Rolling Stones in this movie and then Get On Up. Honestly, finding out Etta didn't like how she was portrayed is what turned me off to the film. Can't see myself supporting biopics about someone and the actual person was against it. This is not an Etta James biopic, though. I wouldn't say that this is a biopic about Etta James. She didn't even show up in the movie until we were more than halfway through it. So this movie's clearly about Muddy Waters. And to a lesser extent, Little Walter. Like, they're obviously the main characters, which would make Etta James a supporting character in the movie, which would not make this a biopic about her life. Ooh, look at this prosthetic shit that they got on Columbus. Beyonce was a selling point. That's tacky. Yeah, I feel the marketing was all wrong. Like, they should have been like, this is a movie about Muddy Waters and Little Walter and Chuck Berry and the foundation of rock and roll. And yes, we have other side characters come in like Etta James, but it's not exactly historically accurate or whatever you want to fucking say. But obviously they felt Beyonce was the draw, so they tried to revolve the movie around her and her character. This part of her singing at last was also one of the main parts of the trailer. And she also has on a green dress right here, too. The first time they had her sing, and this part, and her playing pool, and her and Adrian Brody was the main parts of the trailer. I mean, Beyonce's delivery is definitely very different than Etta James. Like, even right here, she has kind of a more contemporary delivery. I don't know how to describe it, like what makes it more contemporary, but it's definitely something about her delivery. Maybe her delivery is very polished. Like how some of you were saying, like, what you like about Etta James is the kind of, like, gritty sound quality. Beyonce always sounds polished. Which you guys also know that I've said about, like, Beyonce's dancing. And you can tell, you can see that pageant. You can always see that pageant training in Beyonce. Like, her delivery of everything is, like, very polished. Like, and I'm going to hit my beat, and I'm going to sing. Beyonce is giving me American apple pie, and Etta was straight gin. Etta's giving you gin and cigarettes. And Beyonce's giving you martinis and cigars, bitch. The Cuban kind. The expensive. I see some babies are being conceived to this song. There go his wife not knowing how she feel about this. Happy anniversary. Gotta miss her airtime again. This broad. Broad. I love that word. I never listened to a Rolling Stone song in my life. Jumpin' Jack Flash head asses. They was out here stealing. Nova, stealing. I hate bad marketing. No wonder I didn't see this film all the way through. Can't just tell a story without a hint of an interracial romance. You know, they love to throw a romance in a movie for no reason, and especially an interracial one. Like, they love it. The wig budget was trash. Beyonce was a selling point. That's tacky. Oh, shit. She's laying on the ground. Is she all right? Oh, she just knocked out. Oh, she was shooting up. Maybe they said they wouldn't make the movie unless Beyonce was in it. In real life, Etta's wigs were a lot. That's true. They still portrayed Etta James in a way that she did not support. They're lying on her and distorting her image. They aged her up quite a bit, which they shouldn't have done. But I can see why they wouldn't want a real 16-year-olds around all these men, right? Well, he done fucked up my hair. Which gets into, like, you know, the things that were going on with these underage girls. I guess somebody decided to just sidestep all that and just age her up. He gulped that down like it was holy water. Yeah, I'm sure marshmallows and smack go real well together. She sold that furniture. You know what that furniture is. Etta James' version is better, but I still like Beyonce's cover. It's wrong to assassinate one's character through film and fictionalize their life. That's pretty much what happened. Her delivery is too prissy. The budget for this movie was $12 million. Her delivery is very Beyonce, giving me apple pie, and Etta was straight gin. Sounds like she was working with an acting coach and was very literal with the performance. Oh, you could hear the movie? Hi, Adam. It's crazy. The budget was $12 million. Honestly, it's even crazier. They had all these big names and it flopped. I mean, but who even knew that the big names were in the movie? Like I said, the only people I literally saw in the trailer was fucking Beyonce and Adrian Brody. Like, who even knew? Who even knew who was in this movie or what it was about, really? Like, the marketing was not it. Ooh. Cadillac, I want to say this one came out. When did this one come out? 2008? This came out in 2008. This came out in 2008, and Dreamgirls came out in 2006. So Dreamgirls came out before this, yeah. Did Dreamgirls come out before Cadillac? If so, folks were really on a Beyonce press run to get her in their music films. There was a desperation in the real Etta James's upper register that you can't recreate. My cousin uses the word broad all the time. They love putting in a romance for no reason. Can't we just be friends? Right. They love it. Etta gives MD 2020 with a house coat. Beyonce's giving you wine and cheese. Oh, time check, Alexia. 1:23:48. Dreamgirls was 06. Cadillac Records was 08. I think this was during Beyonce's mainstream era, so they were really trying to push her out there. They should have gotten Faith Evans. I think Faith Evans would have been too old. Not to like disrespect Faith Evans, but like how old was Faith Evans? How old was Faith Evans in 2008? And this character is already aged up inappropriately because she was like a teenager during this time. Hi, Max Data. I thought Beyonce was a great actress in this. If they did do a biopic about Etta James, how do y'all feel about... And I know she's in a lot of stuff, but hear me out. Zendaya. Hi, Janice. Beyonce is acting her ass off. I feel like people need to decide what is going to be their age... their age range. Because I feel like for women... Whoop! 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 Busted! I feel like for women, you can have young girls playing older women. Like, they want young girls playing, like, all the roles. So, what age range would you want that to be? Beyonce herself was 27 at the time. I don't know how old Faith Evans was. Faith would have been about 35. I think that would have been too old. Again, not that she's too old, but I think that would have been too old for this role. Beyonce's acting her ass off. Now that I'm rewatching it, Beyonce's actually really good in this movie. I think they spent the majority of their money on marketing. Beyonce is giving me Halle Berry in this scene. Zendaya is way too overused and has to stop being the go-to for light-skinned women to portray a light-skinned girl. I think all the Black rock and roll community knew about the film. I think they made it to have some sort of record of these untold stories. I'm not talking about me. We talking about you. We talking about you, white man. We not talking about me. I'm at 126.31. I need a tolerance break from Zendaya, especially because she's about to be in Spider-Man 2. You guys know I've been said I'm taking a break from Zendaya. Nothing against her. Seems like a great, cool girl, but this is a great scene from a performance perspective. Faith would have been about 35. Journey is a no as well. I'm not sure who else could have played this role at that time. Goodbye. I personally don't think Zendaya can act, but that's just me. Love her in Euphoria. Gabrielle Union is surrounded by cheaters all day in this movie. There was a big convo about Zendaya's age and her character in Malcolm and Marie, but seeing what the movie was about, it made sense, the age difference. Well, I don't mean in terms of Malcolm and Marie. I haven't seen Malcolm and Marie, but I've heard that the age difference was a part of the point of the movie. But something that really I always think about when it comes to this is they have Jennifer Lawrence. They've had Jennifer Lawrence play like a 40-year-old woman. They had her playing Joy, that woman Joy, who was like in her 40s when she invented that mop shit. They had her in American Hustle playing opposite Amy Adams, who's like at least 10 to 15 years older than her. Like, I feel like they had her playing an older woman in Red Sparrow as well. Like, they just like put makeup all over her face and be like, yeah, she's 45. No, she's not. No, she's not. Oh, goodness. What you gonna do? Just leave. Just leave. Ooh, hit him. Walter got a concussion. Please take him to the hospital. His head bleeding. They beat the shit out of him. He better die. Beyonce's acting at times reminds me of Halle too. Great gowns. Zendaya is great gowns, beautiful gowns. It hits harder knowing at this time Etta was still a minor. Yes, like they obviously tried to age. They obviously aged her up. You can tell why they aged her up, I guess. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Beyonce knows how to pull references and use them, but they still stink of Beyonce. He died? He died? Oh, yep. Look, they zipping him up in the bag. Zendaya's taking all of Tessa Thompson's roles. They probably should have got a young up-and-coming actress to play Etta. So much of the Malcolm and Marie discourse needs to be refocused on the fact that it's not written well. Hi, Declan. Journey would have been a better pick for this movie and annex the romance. For Cadillac Records, Journey as Etta. And Journey sings too, which I didn't know until Birds of Prey. And she did some singing in Lovecraft Country too. With Zendaya, a lot of the time feels like she's still in acting class. She's just the it girl. I blinked my eyes and all of a sudden Zendaya was the go-to. No, little Walter. Jennifer Lawrence's career choices got weird. She just came off Hunger Games, a movie about teenagers, and then boom, she's playing the wives of all these 40-year-old men. It was odd. It got very weird with her roles. It got very weird. Jennifer Lawrence in Red Sparrow was crazy, though. She was acting her ass off. You know, I told you guys I caught Red Sparrow on TV recently, and I actually liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to. She was really acting, but you know what my least favorite part of the movie was? The fucking random ass dude. Oh, he's crying. The CIA agent and her having a romance. They love putting a romance in everything. And they didn't even have no chemistry, nothing. They just threw it in there. Because, like, of course, he's a man and she's a woman, so she has to fuck him. Even though we're also watching this whole movie that's about, like, her training as a Red Sparrow and all this, like, sexual commentary. But they still had her fucking fuck that dude, which I did not like. Journey would have been a better choice than Beyonce here. She would have been 21, 22 at the time. Yeah. Tessa Thompson actually would have bodied Malcolm and Marie better than Zendaya. It's very strange how they matured Jennifer Lawrence in film. Declan, I'm watching Cadillac Records. I think they're over-sexualizing Zendaya. She seems like a child to me. She's like 25. Isn't she? She's 24 years old. I just Googled it. She's turning 25 in September. So she's not a child. She's not a kid. I find it weird that people want her to be a kid so bad. Not saying you personally want her to be a kid. Just saying. She's not a kid. She's not a child. We're not talking about who fucked who. See, Adrian Brody wants to be one of the... Adrian Brody wants to be one of the good whites so bad. And they telling him about himself. He wants to be one of the good whites so bad. They like, bro, look at you. Look at this nice ass house you living in. You and your wife living nice. Y'all living nice. Meanwhile, Chuck Berry getting locked up. Little Walter is dead. Etta shooting that shit up. Like... You're not one of the nice white people. I mean, there's like... Yeah, Journey would have been great in Cadillac Records. And she was in her early 20s at the time. She would have been great as Etta. Yeah, she could hear him crying. That was a great scene. They just like showed Gabrielle Union, but you could like hear him. He was with Lil Walter for a long time. The incest plot and the romance in Red Sparrow was weird. Yes, like her uncle wanting to fuck her. There was like some... I don't know if that's in the book, because I know the movie is based off of a book. But it just seemed totally all those elements of the movie seemed pointless. It's really like they don't know how to write a movie with a main woman character that doesn't have something like that. A weird romance they tried to give between her and her uncle. Oh, look, there go Elvis right there. Imitating Chuck Berry. There he go. Singing My Babe. Wow. Jennifer Lawrence got that first Oscar nomination, and they just pushed her so hard as the next great white. Like, and they're playing this, like, Elvis song while he's, like, getting Lil Walter's body ready. Zendaya's image is childlike, seems to also be a part of her personality. She's young, but she's not a child. They wanted a young girl. That's why they kept casting Jennifer Lawrence. Zendaya's the same age as me. I'm a month older than her. Oh, you turning 25 this year, Alexia? The wolf barked truth at them. Like, none of this shit is touching you, white man. It's hitting us. Dang, I didn't know Zendaya was almost 25, but it makes sense when I think about when she first came onto the scene. You're one of the not actively racist, but still uses systemic racism for their benefit type of white guys. Just accept it. Here she go again wearing a green dress. It seems like this green, putting Etta James in this green has some type of significance. Elvis stealing Walter's song. Oh, you could hear the music? Whoops, my bad. Hopefully it wasn't too loud. Like the romance between Jennifer and Chris and Passengers turned me off. Fuck Elvis, the disrespect. Yes, like the song playing while he's getting little Walter's body ready. Can't stand Elvis. Zendaya is not Marsai Martin or Yara Shahidi. She's grown. She's a little older than me. I'll be 24 at the end of March. Zendaya basically looks the same as when she was on Disney, so people think she's still young. She kind of still has the same shape too, but she's not a teen anymore. Oh, Alexia! Our little Alexia's growing up. I thought Ariana was a whole 10 years younger than me. That girl is my age. I love Etta's looks in this movie. Yara can't act, though. I don't think anyone's saying they'd want Yara. Just saying. Beyonce's body is sitting in this dress. Her body is... Beyonce has a GOAT body. Beyonce has a top 5 best of all time body, if you ask me. She sounds a little bit more grittier during this part. All 3 of these main musical numbers, she's had a green dress on. Not the same green dress, but she's had on a green dress. You can hear it? Let me turn it down a little more. She got a little thick for this because Etta was thick. This is a really good performance from Beyonce. She looks good and she sounds good. This is like the most like Etta she sounded all movie. I'm not sure what it is. I guess there's just some process that every actress has to go through to adulthood on screen. I kind of feel like that's what Zendaya's trying to do right now. Like, because even in like Spider-Man, she's kind of like playing a kid. But now we have like Euphoria where she's playing still a young person, but somebody that's like struggling with certain things and emotional maturity. And then now we're getting like Malcolm and Marie, which is like a more adult role. I feel like she's trying to transition. And people are just like, no, Zendaya, no, little baby Zendaya, no. No. No, turn back the hands of time. No, little baby Zendaya. We're not ready. Oh, yeah, she's definitely doing good during this part, Beyonce. Adrian losing it. He's like realizing what he's doing and what he's done. Oh, what's going on? What's going on with him? Why is he coughing? Pull over. Yara is 21 now and Marseille Martin is 16. The two of them aren't the same either. Yeah, it definitely seems like Yara Shahidi, Marseille Martin, and Zendaya are lumped together as cohorts. Zendaya is like almost 10 years older than Marseille. Oh, he died. He died. Heart attack. Wow. I do get that visually Zendaya has a young look. That can't be altered. Some grown women still have childlike looks. Beyonce got a country girl body. I sang this at a bar once. You did? She got a little thick for this because Etta was thick. Oh, wow. That motherfucker. This is a really good performance from Beyonce. It's a good cover. Best wig of the film. I be forgetting back in the day they weren't laying edges and doing lace fronts. I don't know why that's such a funny statement. I have to say, people hype up Zendaya and Spider-Man, but they haven't given that girl a damn thing to do in any of those movies. I'm almost to the end. I'm at 141. Yeah, Zendaya is a grown woman. Little baby Zendaya. Meanwhile, she's probably annoyed with us. The dress was reshaped to fit High Star Page to fit on Beyonce's curves. She put on a few pounds so she wouldn't be seen as glam Beyonce. Her body looks great. Beyonce definitely put some good... Resentment is one of my favorite songs by her. Beyonce could sing Resentment. The green color was chosen purposely to coordinate with the felt on the pool table, which Boone says symbolizes money. They picked the green like numerous times, so I knew they had to be picking to put her in that color every time she does one of these like performance numbers. I was like, they have to be putting her in green for a reason. That has to symbolize something. And they did it 3 times. Sees himself as a sharecropper. Sharecropper to now. They literally rolling out the red carpet. From a sharecropper to they're literally rolling out the red carpet for you. Has to be a trip. Adrian Brody died so well in his movies. He died looking back at chess records. I haven't watched Malcolm and Marie. I don't know how it was. Beyonce is thick. Zendaya, Marseille, and Yara are in 3 different age groups and keep getting lumped together. And I'm still getting paid. What the hell, Q-Tip? Q-Tip, where did you come from? We made the kind of music that could grow into anything. Rhythm and blues, rock and roll, hip hop. I'm glad they made this movie, though. We do need these kind of records. I Would Rather Go Blind is a good cover. Me, I'm one of those grown women who still looks young. I'm closer to 30 than I am to 21 and still get carded. I'm going to need y'all to get into some Etta. Beyonce will go through a body transformation for a film. Full circle. They really haven't, and I was so excited to have Zendaya be Mary Jane Watson in all her redheaded glory. I was horribly disappointed with what little the film gave her to do. Muddy Waters died in 1983. Howlin' Wolf died in 1976. Eric Clapton paid for his tombstone. When little Walter died, he was buried without a tombstone. His fans bought him one years later. Etta James received the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2002, continues to perform throughout the world. Chuck Berry successfully sued the Beach Boys. He was the single major influence on rock and roll with songs like Johnny B. Good. Willie Dixon successfully sued. Yes, yes! Lawsuits! Lawsuits! You better end with the lawsuits and the payments. That's the type of ending I like to motherfucking see. Where the money reside? All right. The movie just went off. Let me look at y'all comments. That was a good ending. Made me feel good. I wasn't expecting it to end like that. A true happy ending. Ooh, we love a lawsuit. Eric Clapton. People keep thinking of Zendaya as the peer of the teenage girls when she's almost 30. The black musicians of the 70s need to get their due also. Waiting on that movie. Seren, yes, lawsuits, a true happy ending. Hell yeah, payback. We love a lawsuit. Give me my money. Yeah, successful, multiple successful lawsuits. That was excellent. I never saw that. I really liked it a lot. I'm glad it was not what I was expecting. I saw that a lot of people brought up Lackawanna Blues, which I haven't seen in a long time. So I'm fine with watching Lackawanna Blues. You guys also just reminded me that I want to watch that other movie, the one with Don Cheadle. And I want to say Jill Scott. The fuck was the name of that movie? The radio movie? Because when we watched the other James Brown, when we watched Get On Up, we had talked about that one, and I said I never saw that one either. The fuck is the name of that movie? Talk to me. Thank you. Thank you, Vanity. Thank you. So we can put Lackawanna Blues, Talk to Me, and we can put A Woman Called Moses all on our list. And I also know that Ori wants to watch season 2 of Black Dynamite. So how about we do Lackawanna Blues, Talk to Me, A Woman Called Moses, and then we'll do season 2 of Black Dynamite. Looks like there's 9 episodes. I'm looking at it right now. So let's do that. When I was in St. Louis, I went to the Hall of Fame. I saw everyone on the walls. It was surreal. Besides this movie, that's kind of the only place to see the records and the images. Yup, exactly, Olivia. The money resides back in my wallet. I'm waiting for Kelly Rowland as Donna Summer to come out. Yes, lawsuit. Talk to me. Y'all just reminded me. I forgot that fast. I'll post the link to Lackawanna Blues in a Discord. Oh, yeah, and they have it on YouTube, too. So, yeah, let's do Lackawanna Blues, Talk to Me, A Woman Called Moses, and then we'll do season 2 of Black Dynamite. Sounds good? Cool. All right, awesome. Oh, hi, Deadly Gamer. You got here just in time for the end. We're going to end. We watched Cadillac Records. I'm glad I finally seen it, because I hadn't seen it. So that's what we'll do. I have it open, so I'll write it down and I'll remember. Hopefully everybody had a great February, a great Black History Month. Can't believe that today is the last day of Black History Month. Last day of February, we have our last hidden figure today. So I will be uploading today's last hidden figure later on. And I will see you guys with some more videos this week. Oh, and there's the link. Real quick, right there in the chat for anybody that wants to save it. And I'll see you guys. Thank you for everyone that tuned in. Thank you for everyone that did super chat. And new month tomorrow, March. We're moving right through 2021. Yes, happy end of Black History Month. Bye, guys.